The other day I was watching this interview that Dave Chappelle was giving about the first time he met Kanye. And apparently this was before Kanye was Kanye. He was just sort of like making it onto the scene. And some people had told Dave that he needed to have him on a show. And he's talking about after the show wraps, he and some people, including Kanye, are all like looking at some behind the scenes stuff, some old cutting room floor kind of stuff. And it's kind of, inside baseball, right? You're there because you're special. And he says at some point during this little session while they're watching all these outtakes and stuff like that, Kanye gets a phone call. And all Chappelle can hear is Kanye saying, no, I can't do it. I'm with Dave Chappelle and we're, watching these outtakes. And apparently the person on the other end was impressed because at that point Kanye says, I told you, my life is dope and I do dope. And I loved that because that's how I think we should all feel about the work that we get to do. Not that we're backstage with Dave Chappelle or that we're jet setting and we're famous and everyone is catering to us, but that the work we do is like, yeah, my life is awesome and I get to do awesome things. That's how I want you to feel about the work you do, about the relationships you have. I want you to feel like you are the luckiest person on the face of the earth because you get to do the thing you care about, the thing that matters to you. And that doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be the thing you care about. And I think part of maturing as a professional is getting past the point where we think that it's all about what someone else thinks is success. Where we can say, here's what success looks like to me. For me, it's freedom. For me, it's the ability to do things that I want and to have the flexibility in my life to take my daughter to school and to do cool projects. It's going to be different for you, but I want you at the end of the day to be like, yeah, my life is awesome. I get to do the coolest things. And you've got to decide what those cool things are. But, I'm not probably Kanye's biggest fan in the world, but that was just something that I thought was so funny to hear and something that I really can get on board with. This idea that my life is awesome and I get to do the coolest things. I am so lucky. That only happens from having some talent and from putting in the work, but I think we all have access to that if we're willing to try.